Coach, it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
On the set, 80 weapons.
Wild Bill. He's checking.
Leo. Fight.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Space to maneuver at the 40. Got his man. It's Williams. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Ready.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Let's go.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Good job right there. Go 14. Slam.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Sutton, and a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Hey, check, Mike 21. One left. Hey, check, Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. So they get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Quick, 280.
56, right there. 56. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
On 1st down, Sutton. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson. His throw caught at about the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 25 yards that time.
Quick, 280.
Yo. Alert.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. His fourth touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And the Rams have got it. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry, it's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's why I was just going to say first quarter. We'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I don't care what the game plan was coming in. After these runs,
you're running it, right?
you make sure you keep circling on your play sheet, running plays that are working, and keep patting those big offensive linemen on the back. They're doing a great job.
Goes without saying, the defense is going to have to adjust to this.
In a big way, and they've got to figure out, do they have to sell out to stop the run, or can they just do it better than what they've done so far?
This pass finds its way to Williams. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
First down, Rams.
Come on, set, 50, plant. 22-jet bombers, 22-jet bomber. Get it.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Ready? Pilot, 64, weak. 10 Lobo. And Alpha. Ready?
2nd and 6. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Head up, 18 Gator. Rock it. Check 13. 5.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Seahawks 6, Rams 0.
Here we go. 10 Tucson.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 2 running plays go backwards. So what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? They're going to look to throw. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Mike 21, check Mike 21. I got it.
Third and long. It's Wilson eluding the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And give him a gain of 37.
Ready.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Watch the ship, watch the ship. Check 31, check 31.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. 2nd and 14. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. look to run with Connor. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. They'll drop to throw. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. Tyler Higbee. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Hey, check. Mike 21. Mike. Took right.
To throw is Wilson. Throwing again. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Gill. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, check. Mike. Check Mike 21. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Jordan. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Green 80. Quit talking about it. Put it to him, Jet. Bomber. Put it to him. Jet. Bomber. Healer. Shot.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
A 26-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. So now a two-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll try and run it here. And he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
4 yards the pickup, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And that play is blown up. Losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Gator. Watch the run, watch the run.
2nd and 11. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Hey, Haywood. Snap.
Back to throw. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
Ready.
It's 50, Mike, 50.
Right here, right here.
Hey, lock it. Be careful.
On first down, this is Geis. And an alley to run. Touchdown, L.A. Darius Geis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are once again going to retake the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll run on first down. It's Sutton, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Sutton. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
They go play action with Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Ready, break.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Get it.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Got it.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Go.
They'll look to throw here. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 39-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Gun. Let's go.
Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They give him a gain of 38. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 23. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
go, guys. 4 down, 4 down. 56 Mike. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Time to go, night.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Myers' kick is good. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Check 4. Snap, shit.
On 2nd down now. Barkley, and he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to draw up something good here on 3rd and 13. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here's the part now. Hey, alert. He's coming. Rotate.
Bang out. Bam.
Now it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's got daylight. The 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. 77 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
Go.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
But they tried to get two and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Saquon Barkley running right. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 10.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he loses the football a second time. Through an opening, and there he goes. 20, 10, 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, 81 yards. As his guys are back within a single score.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Los Angeles.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, let go.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Go. Go.
Let go.
He'll drop to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Dante Fowler in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Matthew Ioannidis in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Hey, nice 7.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Well, it's 3rd down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
On 1st down, Sutton. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check 52.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Sutton. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On third down, it's Sutton, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Seattle. That's taken on the 25. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll try the left side. Sutton. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. So the victory here for Seattle. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield,